four lands is in grave danger. Only the last son of Shannara can save it.
You got the wrong guy.
Season 1 of the Shannara Chronicles was epic, and we saw our characters traverse this land in a quest to save their lives and the future of the world.
The world of Shannara is, you know, it's 40 years old, it's 26 books deep, and there's a lot to pull from.
So this season we've actually created our own adventure, and we've had Terry Brooks' blessing, and he's been very involved in the writer's room, and we always consult him about what we're doing, but it's a new roadmap, and we're taking our characters into places they've never been before.
The season 2 really is about the repercussions of the war that they fought and where the world is when we come back a year later. And in a stunning twist, the world is not in a good place. Magic is back, people are afraid, the elves were devastated by the war.
We need to get these people back to their homes and farms.
The Elven treasury is empty. We don't have the resources or manpower to rebuild their villages.
And as ultimately what happens out of these sort of events, a terrorist group has arisen called the Crimson, who are very anti-magic, and they have sort of captured the people's anger and fear and are now turning that against King Ander and Al-Anon and Will. When we meet Will, he's gone back to Storlock, which was what he initially wanted to do, was go to Storlock and be a healer. So he's somebody who is now dealing with the loss of Amberley and the loss of Eritrea.
And that's true of most of the characters in season 2, is that they're in a darker place. Al-Anon, Will, Eritrea, they're in a darker place than they certainly were in season 1. And it's dealing with the consequences of what happened, the loss of Amberley, and for Al-Anon in particular, the situation with Bandit, that he feels responsible for what happened.
And action.
The sets this season are bigger than last season. And for us, we wanted to create new environments. So we didn't want to go back to Arbalorn, we wanted to go and see something different. So we built the whole Palace of Lee. Very gold, very blingy, and very different from the elves. We wanted to really contrast the look of Arbalorn, which is very cold and silver, and this is very gold, purple. We wanted to open up the world and see more of what this fantasy land is.
One of the great things about, you know, Terry's mythology is that there are many places to visit. You will also see Storlock, and Storlock is sort of a gnome village, and they are the best healers in the Four Lands. We're going to see Greymark. Greymark is a gnome fortress, and that is where Riga and the Crimson have taken over and have set up base. We're also going to see something called Skull Mountain, which was where the Warlock Lord, where he lived and where he sort of ruled.
Season 2 is bigger, it's better. You see more of the world. We get deeper into our characters, deeper into the mythology of Shannara and what it means. A lot more action, a lot more environments, and I think it's going to be a visual spectacle that is unlike anything on television.
Amberley told you to find me. Did she say anything else?